Thanks for joining us. We begin with a case that's making headlines right now. The search for Ashley Elkins. The Michigan hairstylist has been missing since January 2nd, and her family fears the worst. Spend any time with Ashley Elkins' family in Warren, Michigan, and they'll tell you Ashley is the kind of person to whom people gravitate.
She was the person that everybody went to, you know, when her friends had issues and problems. Just a joy. You know, she came in the room, everybody started smiling. Oh, Ashley's here, you know. She just brought just joy in our family.
It's why Alexis Elkins struggles to hold back tears when talking about the sister they haven't seen in nearly a month.
Ashley is my best friend. And she's a really good big sister. And I know, like, she's just a really good person, and she's always there for everybody.
The family telling True Crime News that the last time anyone heard from Ashley was on the day after New Year's, January 2nd. The mother of two told her sister she was heading to a local beauty supply store to get things she needed for her hairstyling business she ran from her home. Then things went very quiet.
We just knew something was wrong because she wasn't answering her phone.
Monica Elkins says she just missed her daughter when she left her house. She wanted to see her because she was anxious to share a dream she had about Ashley the night before.
Had a dream about her car being stolen, and it was in a field by a tree. You know, her doors was open, which was weird. So I texted her. She said, "Oh, man." And I said, "Oh, man." You know, to myself, it just didn't seem right. So I said, well, let me FaceTime her. She didn't answer.
This was the last text she got from Ashley's phone, but she's not sure it was actually Ashley who responded, Monica replying with a mother's plea to be safe.
And that same day around 4 p.m., her location stopped sharing with me.
The last location Ashley shared with her sister was here at her ex-boyfriend DeAndre Booker's home.
So now we're calling. Everyone's calling her phone, back to back, leaving messages.
It all seems so strange because DeAndre was someone the family knew well.
I thought he was a very nice guy. He made my sister happy. They went out on a lot of different dates. They went to Chicago one weekend, and I know he was good with the kids. And he even came to my birthday in Texas last year.
But the family says Ashley recently ended the relationship and DeAndre started acting strangely. Just a few days prior, he used a fake name to book a hair appointment.
He booked an appointment on her website, and I was in her room laying down, and she came in and she showed me her phone. And I mean, we were kind of just laughing about it, like, why would he book an appointment on your website? And then we heard a knock at the door later that day at the front door, and she said, "Oh, it's him."
Could DeAndre know the reason nobody was able to reach Ashley? The family says they tried to reach him but got no response. The hours turned into days, and the family says they reached out to police, but Monica felt like she couldn't wait for them to help.
I felt like I had to go look for her myself, and I couldn't wait on them. So that's when I started riding around that night. All the way to 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, just riding around, going in business, pulling in driveways, just everywhere, looking for her by myself.
So they reached out to Ashley's uncle, Maurice Morton, a former prosecutor who has connections in the media. He pushed to spread the word on social media, but still no sign of Ashley.
We cannot normalize this. You know, when a black female or anyone goes missing, any female, it needs to be taken seriously because that's someone's daughter, that's someone's sister, that's someone's mother, that is someone's best friend, that's a community person who means a lot to people.
Finally, after nearly a week, the police alerted the media, but still no sign of Ashley.
If you don't locate someone within 48 hours, it's not usually good news, right? It means something has happened.
Monica says with each passing day, things got more desperate.
30 years, I have never not talked to her. In 30 years. Or talked to her on the phone or seen her. Never in 30 years. This is hard for me.
Where is Ashley Elkins? It's a question the family of the hairstylist and mother of two have been asking for days.
The community has been very helpful since day one of my mom making live videos. A lot of people were worried and trying to see how they can help search for her. So by day two, a lot of our family was coming in to help us and make flyers, and we started to go out and search around the area. So, yeah, the community was a big help.
Her family says it doesn't make any sense that she would just vanish and leave behind her two young sons.
You're talking about a mother of two children. She made sure she provided for her family, for her children. She was always there for them.
Police zero in on the last location she shared on her phone, the apartment of her ex-boyfriend, DeAndre Booker, a man Ashley's mother says they trusted.
I thought that he was a nice guy. I thought he would possibly marry my daughter. He was good to her sons. Well-dressed, well-mannerable, called me Mama Love, and he was there for everything.
But after police find Ashley's car a few miles from his apartment, they start to focus in on the ex-boyfriend. They question Booker about Ashley's whereabouts and search his home.
You have the media outside the ex-boyfriend's home, the family sitting back, watching this, wondering what's going on, what are they finding, what are they not finding. But then something very strange occurred later that Tuesday night when they hauled away the dumpster.
The desperate family gets in touch with the Roseville Police Department, looking for answers about that dumpster, what was found, and why it was searched for evidence.
When I spoke with the chief of police for Roseville, he indicated, yes, they secured quite a bit of evidence from the apartment. They also secured quite a bit of evidence from that dumpster. Having been a former prosecutor and law enforcement official, that was likely blood evidence that they found in the ex-boyfriend's apartment as well as in that dumpster. You don't haul away a dumpster unless there's something there.
Booker was arrested and charged with lying to police and providing misleading information on Ashley's disappearance. They say they found a substantial amount of evidence inside his home.
We believe there was a brutal encounter, fatal encounter inside the apartment, and then we traced it, we believe, to a landfill in northern Macomb County.
Police now believe that the loving mother, sister, and daughter whose smile and personality lit up a room was murdered. And the thought that now haunts her mom...
He threw my daughter in the garbage like trash. She was nothing. Like she was nobody. That hurts me the most,
Very brutal for a young mother to be taken in this fashion from a monster like Booker.
But without a body, Booker has yet to be charged with Ashley's murder.
Yes, Your Honor.
During his initial appearance, Booker's attorney asked for a reduction of his $250,000 cash bond. It's there some of the evidence against Booker is laid out with Ashley's family in the courtroom, including searches on his phone that included, is blood traceable, and deleting Google's search history.
Other searches talking about how to disappear completely, how to beat a polygraph, things of that nature.
We know that he had ordered or bought cleaning agents like bleach, bags, gloves, that he had ordered these things utilizing his phone.
At this point, I'm going to deny the request for a bond reduction because I do find that he is a flight risk.
I feel like he has no remorse for what he has done, and I just would have never expected him to do something so heartbreaking, especially for her kids that need her. And honestly, he doesn't even look like the person that we knew.
Police have so far been unable to find Ashley's body. Despite meticulous searches of this landfill, still they hold out hope that they'll be able to locate her and give her family peace.
I'm gonna fight to the end, to my last breath. I'm I'm gonna make sure that nothing happens to another person ever again. Her name would not be in vain. Her name's gonna be remembered forever.
Every person in law enforcement will tell you that there is no such thing as a routine call, and today we introduce you to a South Carolina deputy who is living proof of that saying. Deputy Dave Dempsey was bravely doing his job when the radio call came in.
Got a suspect inside.
But then, a single bullet
Deputy down.
would change everything.
He came home without a skull.
Dave Dempsey is a hero to many in Greenville, South Carolina. A beloved police officer, a good father, and a devoted husband to his wife, Amy.
I was in a car accident, and he was the officer called out. It went from there.
Amy met Dave under dire circumstances.
Then I kind of chased him after that. We dated for a couple of years, and then we got married. As they say, a good cop. You know, he's honest.
A good cop, a corporal with the Greenville Police Department for over 27 years. And that's why Dave's son, John, followed in his dad's footsteps.
And I said, hey, Dad, I want to become a police officer. And he was, of course, more than thrilled to give me the application and start the process.
And when Dave passed the torch to his son, he hung up his badge and retired.
He did everything around here. Everything. Anytime something would break, mess up, he would fix.
But puttering around the house, well, that just was never in Dave's DNA. Crime fighting is in his blood. So just 1 month after Dave retired from the PD, he came out of retirement and became a sheriff's deputy, a decision that would change his life forever.
And I knew something was wrong. And my heart was pounding.
Barely 5 months in as a deputy, Dave responded to a home invasion in this apartment complex. It didn't go well.
And I hear a loud knock at the front door, and I thought it was him coming home. And then when I looked out, I saw the badges. I saw the stars, and I saw 2 of them. I said, "Where's Dave?" And his lieutenant said, "Dave has been shot." I know Dave wears his vest. So I kind of thought, okay, he's been shot. And then I said, "Where was he shot?" And he said, "The head."
Here, hang on, brother. We're coming to you, okay?
Doctors frantically worked to keep Dave alive. His other son, Hunter, an Iraq war veteran, was working at a new job in Europe and got the call to rush home.
Just hope he, at least him stay alive until I get there. If he did take the turn for the worst.
Dave's brain was swelling. Surgeons removed his skull cap so the brain could expand. For 41 excruciating days, Dave was in the hospital and had to wear this helmet, a high-tech substitute for a skull.
I didn't want to lose him.
And she didn't. Miraculously, not only is Dave alive, he's no longer bedridden, not wearing that helmet, and walking normally. And now on True Crime News, he shares,
we were one of the responding units, so he gets permission to kick the door in. After he kicks the door in, the subject on the inside shoots, and all of a sudden everything started going sideways like this to me. I thought, that's kind of strange. That's the first thought that goes through my head, that I'm falling.
That day, Dave's fellow deputy shot and killed the shooter, but not before he got off a bullet that missed Dave's brain by millimeters. Traveling alongside the skull and out the ear, paramedics rushed to the scene.
I would just go in and out of consciousness. I could feel them working on me, but that's all I could feel. And then after they put me in, I hear I hear somebody say, "Get in, I'm driving this bus." It's supposed to be a 32-minute ride. He gets there in 9 minutes.
That guy who commandeered the ambulance, Deputy Todd Edwards, a tough ex-Marine.
To see him now, I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of Amy and the family. They just, such a support team. is something to see, that he won't stop fighting. He just keeps on fighting.
Even for a natural-born fighter, the road to recovery has been difficult.
Slower speech, slower thought processes, cold all the time, which is typical of frontal lobe damage.
He's not as sharp-minded. He's delayed in his thoughts. His emotions are very delayed with certain things.
The injury caused Dave to have seizures. After one of them, his then 11-year-old son Danny stepped in to help his dad.
And then he started shaking, and then he kind of started backing up a little bit. So I got up and was kind of holding him lightly to make sure he wouldn't fall and hit his head on like this stone lamp table that's in there by the couch.
Strong son, strong dad. If you look in the dictionary for the definition of a hero, you're sure to find a picture of Deputy Dave Dempsey.